I have long talked with you guys about the content that you can access with nordvpn.com/Fightful, but it doesn't just stop at pro wrestling. You can get MMA and boxing pay-per-views at a much more affordable price when you change your virtual location with just one click using nordvpn.com/Fightful. It doesn't stop there either. Football games. Man, if you want to check out those out-of-market football games, you don't have to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars. You can get nordvpn.com/Fightful and just change your virtual location. How about baseball games? They make it harder than ever to actually watch baseball games. It is a task, not with nordvpn.com/Fightful. They got everything you need, in addition to all the threat protection and security that comes with NordVPN. But if you want that content, nordvpn.com/Fightful is right for you. What's up, you guys? Sean Ross Sapp, Fightful, here with a name you know. We got Xia Brookside. How you doing?
Hello, I'm doing good.
Man, we did our first interview, first time we met, like what, about 4 months ago maybe? Did we do one virtually before in person, or was the in-person our first one?
I think the in-person was our first one, right?
Yeah, and I've run into you like I think 3 or 4 times. We've now main evented a show together.
Oh my God, we did too.
Look at that.
And we've both beaten up Shazza McKenzie.
We both beat up Shazza McKenzie. We both defeated her.
We both got beat up by Shazza McKenzie.
Yeah, that did happen. That did happen.
It's been a fun journey.
You've had a lot of stuff going on in the last 4 months.
Yeah.
You hinted at it at the end of our last interview. You're like, I might have some stuff coming up.
I did, and I couldn't talk about it. So now I guess this is our little catch-up of everything that's happened.
It is. You signed with TNA.
I did.
How you feeling? How did that come about? Who reaches out to you and makes this deal happen?
So when I first moved over here in July, I knew it was where I wanted to go. So I started reaching out to Gail, and I was talking to her pretty much every week. I was like, hey, is there a spot yet? Like, where can we fit in? Is there anything open? And then eventually it just manifested, and I ended up going there, and I am having the best time of my whole career.
I don't want to admit this on camera because Gail is a mortal enemy, but I mean, legitimately a genius. Like, she's brilliant. I mean, there are very few people that hold the respect that she holds. Mm-hmm. And I mean, you know something like that about that coming from the family that you come from. And like, I was just reading Becky Lynch's book, and she spoke so highly of your father. To have people in that high regard, like Gail Kim, that put their stamp on you, and she's like, yeah, you're who I want in this company. How's that feel?
It's kind of crazy. I've never had so many people believe and support in me as much as I've had in the last 4 months of like being in America. Like, I moved out here last July, and I feel like my life has just completely changed for the better. Like, I'm wrestling on all of these shows. I'm now with TNA. I get to work with Gail Kim.
Yeah.
Like, it is incredible. There's so much support. It really is a family environment. I've had 2 pay-per-view matches now. I had my first title match, which was the triple threat. Mm-hmm. And we are actually going into Rebellion next. So we have Rebellion pay-per-view coming up in Las Vegas. And the day after, I'm going to be taking on Ash.
That's
again.
Incredible.
We're having a rematch because she's a cheater. Watch the show on Thursday.
So, I mean, you're still incredibly young, but you have the unique experience of having worked TV for multiple companies.
Yes.
And now you get to work a mix of established talent on the indies, young talent on the indies as well. How has that been for you? Because for some of these people, you are the veteran that are like teaching them things that they haven't experienced yet.
It's crazy. It's surreal. Like, it really is the best of both worlds. Like, I get to go on TV, as you're saying, and have these incredible matches with such great talent that have worked for so many years to get to where they are. But then I feel like I get to come to the indies, and I get to give people the opportunity. How I feel about wrestling other people is how some people have expressed how they feel wrestling me. And I hate being big-headed, and I just don't like all that stuff, but I love working with new talent. Yeah. Like, I love just helping, and it's just fun. It's just so much fun, and you literally get to do everything.
And another one of those things that you get to experience, we're here at Squared Circle Expo. Man, just from last year to this year, it's blown up so much, and like, you're getting to do this an awful lot too, where there are thousands and thousands of wrestling fans. Like the show we worked last night, that crowd was nuts. That card was nuts. And I mean, that's because the convention scene is back huge as well. We spoke last at WrestleCade.
It was WrestleCade, yeah. So WrestleCade was my first convention.
Really?
I had never done a convention before. And then coming here, I just didn't even know how big this thing was.
Oh,
it's
enormous.
huge.
Yeah, it's huge.
It is huge. There are so many big stars here. We had a great show last night.
I wouldn't call myself a big star.
You
but
are the biggest star.
thank you.
He main evented, guys.
I did
He main evented Squared Circle Expo Black Label Pro on a card with Nick Nemeth on it.
Yeah, wasn't it nice of Matt Cardona to jerk the curtain for us? I mean, I think that's where he belongs on the card. But I mean,
Yeah,
I think
you know.
that was nice of him. That was all right of him.
It was great. It was a great showing.
Yeah, but I mean, it's cool to watch you experience these things, but then see you show up in TNA, and it's like, oh yeah, she's a natural on TV as well because she spent plenty of time doing that. How did you feel that you fit into TNA as you popped up there?
Honestly, it was like a duck to water. I felt like I just fit in straight away. A lot of my time at NXT UK has obviously helped. I had a lot of training and TV and cameras and all of that kind of stuff. So going into TNA, it just felt very homely. And the crowds are incredible. The locker room's amazing. So it's everything. It's not just like one thing that like fit. It was everything that fit.
That's incredible. And I mean, it's coming across on screen really, really well. Like TNA is always good about adding new faces. Like I'll always have people say, hey, are we going to see any new people in TNA? And I'm like, yeah, every single taping you're going to see somebody new. That's what they do. They love to keep things fresh. So there's never going to be a shortage of opponents or anything like that. Is there anybody there that you're looking at specifically and you're like, okay, I got to work with them. That's a specific person that I got to get in there with?
I want to work every single girl on
Every
this.
single one.
Every single girl.
Including you, Gail.
Yes, including Gail Kim. I did mention this. And I think we could do it one day. Definitely.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if she could still go in the ring.
I reckon
don't
she
know.
could. I have full faith in this woman.
wonder
She is incredible.
She threatened to come out of retirement to defeat me. That was my first finisher in honor of her, actually.
I have to support that.
Listen, I don't.
That would be great.
I don't think so, but I mean, like, I saw her wrestle at, I think it was Impact 1000. I was like, yeah, she very clearly can still go.
She's good.
I wonder how many people try to goad her out of retirement, though, because it seems like everybody.
Probably
right?
everyone.
Seems like everybody's like,
yeah, everyone
hey,
just
Gail.
wants to beat up Gail Kim.
Exactly. But she's got to know that's from a point of respect.
Yeah,
as
it
well.
is. Honestly, you can learn so much from her. She's helped me so much just in the little time that I've been there. I've only been there, 4 months in April, 4 months. And she's a superstar.
So you mentioned you've been there 4 months. Let's talk about everything about your contract, details, the date you signed, the date you expire, any provisions, special things you have worked in there. But I did hear it was multi-year. Is that true?
It is a multi-year. Honestly, I'm just very grateful for the opportunity. And I signed, it was right after Hard to Kill in January.
Okay.
So it was Hard to Kill Ultimate X match, which was terrifying because I don't know if we didn't speak about it last time, but I'm scared of heights.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, really?
I'm scared of heights. And it's getting worse. I don't know why. It's become a thing recently. But I've hidden it for my whole career. 9 years I hid the fact that I couldn't stand on the top rope.
No.
Ultimate X, I didn't have a choice. I had to get up there. And even when I was stood on the top rope, I couldn't reach the rope.
Oh my gosh.
So I had to climb the silver thing, and you're looking out of the ring. So it's a bigger drop when you're looking outside of it. And I had to climb up there. I was shaking. I was sweating. I felt so sick. Like, I walked into the venue the day before, and I was literally freaking out.
Oh, no.
So I don't know how I made it through that match,
Oh, no.
but I did, and I came out with a contract. So it was worth it.
It was worth it. And did you overcome that fear as a result?
Definitely not. I don't ever want to do it again.
I love it. Tell the people where they can find you, where they can support you, all that good stuff.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Xia Brookside. I have a Big Cartel merchandise store as well. And just keep up to date. Watch everything. Watch TNA on Access every Thursday at 8 p.m.
We also have a great TNA post show. Make sure you guys check that out. Shout out to Squared Circle Expo letting us do this interview. Xia, it's been great to see you again.
I love chatting to you.
Just a couple
Thank
of main
you.
eventers right here.
Right
Couple
here.
of main eventers. Until next time. We're out.